Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Mixed Media Mayhem. So this is the layout for this week. Lots of mixed media over here, small photos, lots of white space over here. I have decided that I'm not going to go yellow. I'm going purple. And the reason why I'm going purple is because I have this photo of the purple wall in Magic Kingdom. So I have a die set to cut out some purple leaves. I have some distress oxides to make backgrounds, and I have some black and grape ink to do a little bit of stamping. So let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so I am starting off by taking some purple ink with my blending brush, and I'm just going to place this ink down over top of my white cardstock. Now I'm doing this because I'm not exactly sure what mixed media I'm doing over on this side or how I'm even going to apply it, but I do know that if there's going to be layers and things that you peek through, I don't want this side of the layout to be white. I'm okay with the left-hand side. Now also, when I was doing this layout, and what was going through my head was I was probably going to cut off a sheet of white paper and place it over top this layout, so there was a stark differentiation, a stark line between the mixed media side of the page and the non-mixed media side of the page. Or I thought I would cut off the mixed media and place that over top of white cardstock still, so that there is a hard line. Now I also could have put some tape down, protected it, whatever. Ultimately, I decided not to go with any of those ideas, and the little bit of mixed media that's off to the side, I'm completely happy with. So I'm using the KISS technique with some distress oxides and a small acrylic block. What I'm doing is placing the ink on the acrylic block, spritzing the acrylic block over top of my wet rag, which is not actually wet, it's just what I use to wipe off or blot up my wet mixed media. And I am repeatedly doing that with colors and just kind of adding more and more layers in and adding more and more color in. I'm not really doing it to dilute the color. The only thing I'm doing is trying to get enough wetness on my page so that I can create a big old purple splashiness. Now I'm going to take the Circles Upon Circle stencil from Scrapping Reflections, and I'm taking another color ink, and I'm just going to ink over top of the stencil. Now I'm doing this because I wanted a little bit more structure to my mixed media madness over here on the right hand side. Lots of different colors, lots of different things. I just felt like I needed a little bit more structure. I went ahead and die cut out a bunch of these leaves with some just straight up purple cardstock, and I'm going to spray them with a couple different sprays. So I'm using a Glimmer Mist, and then I'm using the Pearl Mist from Brutus Monroe. Now I went ahead and put a line of washi tape over top where my hard line would have been had I made that decision at the beginning. But what this is going to do is allow me to stamp straight. Don't want any crookedness or, running up or down hills or anything. So this is just allowing me to get some stamping down straight, and then the washi tape comes off and off it goes. So I've got a few different stencils, or not stencils, stamps. And some of them have words and some of them are just decorations. I have two Close to My Heart stamp sets and one of Chamel's stamp sets from Sparkle City that I'm going to use. And this sentiment stamp set has the word happy on it and 3 different kind of prints. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp those down. I am using my Brutus Monroe Raven Black ink pad. I find this ink to be perfect for just about every single need that I have for black stamping. So now I am going to put the happy words back, and then I'm going to pull out that Sparkle City one and add some stars. Oh, first I'm going to add some decorative lines, and then I'm going to add the stars. I forgot about the decorative lines. So the star I just pop on, and I'm not really thinking about placement. I'm just kind of popping them all around and wherever they land, they land. So now I have my photo, which was cut down to 4x4, and then it also has a black cardstock mat around it, and I'm going to pop it up on some fun foam. And then I'm going to start placing my greenery, which is kind of purple-y, around. And you can see the different bits and pieces with how much actually of the splatters got on it. So some of them are super splattery, some of them are lightly splattery. And I'm just trying to figure out where I want them to go. Now, I absolutely adore how this layout comes out. And I go ahead and get those pieces on there, and then I'm going to put some over here too that are going to pop out over top of that white cardstock. And what that's going to do is just allow me to have a little bit more of that gorgeous purple across the page as well. And then after I do this, I'm like, oh, we need some more. I need something over here on the right hand side. Now in that inspiration layout, there is a little bit of greenery over here, but I feel like I'm going to make mine a little bit more of a statement. So I'm going to repeat all the stamping, so the dots, the fancy lines, and then I went and die cut more of the leaves. Now I'm using a scrap piece of paper to just go ahead and get these leaves on here, and then I'm going to glue the other side, the hangover, and place it over top of the cardstock here. And then I'm going to flip that over and cut it. So what that's going to do is give me those perfect leaves in the perfect position. If I would have waited for the glue to dry, that one at the top wouldn't have scooted up, but it's fine. I just scooted them right on back down. So now I've got the leaves over here, and I'm trying to think about what else needs to go on the layout. So I grabbed some purple enamel dots because why not? Why not add more things purple onto this layout? So I get those on there, and I'm still thinking it needs just a little bit of something else, and I'm not exactly sure what. I do know it needs a title. I'm trying to figure out if I have any purple letters that would work, and I do not. So I pull out these really old American Crafts letter stickers, and I'm just going to spell out purple wall. And I do spell out purple, P-U-R-P-L-E, instead of purple, even though we call purple purple. I just feel like it kind of makes more sense to do it this way. Now, I apparently did run out of E's, and that's a travesty. So I am going to Frankenstein up a letter a little bit. So I use an M, cut off the stick part of the M and turn it on its side so that it looks like an E. And then I'm going to go ahead and spell out wall, W-A-L-L. And it looks kind of funky. I feel like the two uppercase L's look a little bit funky, but you know what? This layout is a little bit funky. I'm going to go ahead and stamp on a couple more stars just to add them in, and then that is going to do it for this layout, you guys. Oh, no, it's not. I add more splatters because more purple is always good. There it is. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you check the links down below of everyone who is playing along with Mixed Media Mayhem today. And I'll see you guys again real soon for another video.